So this weekend live on DAZN, we have the rematch, much-awaited rematch between Johnny Fisher and Dave Allen at the Copper Box. What did you make of the first fight, Viddal?
I thought it was a wake-up call for Johnny. Everyone has those fights in their professional career where you are under the lights and you realise this guy does this. He's been doing it. He's comfortable here. He doesn't feel the nerves that I feel. He's a fighter. And I think Johnny felt that on that day. Showed a lot of heart, showed that he's not going to bow down or quit when it is rough. Whatever I do have, I will use, which is priceless. You can have elite skill and not have that trait. And in this game, in the professional game, you need that trait. So Dave Allen definitely was hard done by on that day. And I think Johnny's going to have an amazing rematch against him.
Now, given you're likely to have the ear of the Fisher family, Spence, what changes do you think Johnny's got to make in this fight to get a better outcome?
I think, firstly, not thinking you just got to turn up to win because your mindset's all wrong. And I think that he felt that. He went in there, he started throwing bombs early, maybe punched himself up a little bit too much early on. And then when he was inside, he was too loose inside and he was switching off. And that is a key factor against someone like Dave Allen, who's very clever on the inside. He's very cute. He knows the game, Dave Allen. And these little uppercuts and those hooks and that right hook that got him in that fifth round was that was the turning point of the fight. And Johnny kept making the same fundamental mistakes. So I think that there's not a lot he has to change, but there's certain things that are so important. And the difference between winning and losing, and that is not switching off when you get inside, not just loading up with every single shot flowing, being a little bit more creative, trying to find the openings, because Dave Allen is a very cute fighter, a very smart fighter, underestimated fighter. And because of the success that he had there, Dave, you know that he'd have been training even harder going into this one. This is a tough fight for Johnny Fisher, because you're right, he showed a lot of character.
He did.
But, is that enough?
No, it's not enough, no.
Sorry, you go on, Viddal.
Yeah, no, the character won't be enough. Yeah. He's going to have to clean up those fundamental errors that we saw in the first. I think Johnny is going to have a very good performance, but it still won't be easy. It won't be easy. I think Dave is going to try and even build off what he done in the first fight. Because Dave's personality, he's like, I'll do it, it's cool. Then once he gets that thing, like, no, actually, it's going to be harder for Johnny.
Who'd you have won in the first fight, Addy?
Dave.
Did you?
Yeah, Dave, maybe by a couple of rounds. He just weathered the storm. And I think I was at Johnny's last fight prior to that at the Copper Box. We fought Babic and sort of finished Babic in about 20 seconds.
Yeah, that was very good.
He needs to understand that in the heavyweight division, some people can take those punches. And Dave's able to soak it up and he's able to kind of ride those shots where he's not taking the full effect. He just needs to work on his fitness as well, because he was blowing after sort of 3 or 4 rounds, and I think he's.
What are you expecting? Obviously we saw Dave Allen, the re-emergence of Dave Allen after other fights when we thought we'd seen the Fraser Clark fight. Yeah. We thought we'd seen that was it, Dave Allen. People were becoming concerned about the fact that he was putting himself in the way of harm. What are you expecting to see from Dave Allen in this fight now, given the fact that he knows what he's been in with? There's an injustice as far as he's concerned. I think most people think, and I know that you guys got yourself in a bit of hot water, you and Gareth, by the nature of your reaction to it, but I think you were right in your underlying observations. How do you think Dave Allen's going to perform in this rematch?
Better. Honestly, I expect him to be a lot fitter. I think he went into that first fight almost second-guessing himself a little bit as well, like, what do I have left? As you say, he's been through the mill, Dave Allen, and we've always never been concerned with his boxing ability. Sometimes it's his mental state. But where is Dave? Is he up for it or is he not? And I think he found something out about himself in that fight where he's like, I've actually still got it. Of the fitness is there. So I expect him to be a lot fitter. But this is in the backyard of Johnny Fisher. He's going to have that place just sold out with just Bosch Army. And they will help him get through the tough times in this fight. So I expect Johnny to look excellent. Honestly, I expect him to look as good as he can be. Yeah. And I think that's going to be a bit too much for Dave on the night.
So you're going to go Fisher? You're going to go Fisher? Try and redeem yourself with a Fisher family?
No, I'm not. I'm going Dave. I don't think that... home advantage plays a big part of it. But trust me, when you've got a guy with... You're right, Dave Allen's going to be better in this fight. Everyone's talking about Johnny Fisher and how he changes this and how he wins the fight. Dave Allen, like I say, is very cute on the inside. And I just think styles make fights. And Dave Allen's style is all wrong for Johnny Fisher, and that's why I think he'll be more improved going into this.
I wonder about Dave's ambition sometimes. I wonder
Off
about
the, off the back of that,
Yeah.
it's going to be there. That's my point.
But you know what? I think sometimes things just happen on a particular day. You know, like even Dave having that performance on that day.
Was that his night?
That was the night.
Was that
if
his
he, if he
night?
was
Yeah.
going to get justice, it probably was on that day.
So you
Any
think,
day after
you
that.
think Fisher's going to win as well?
Yeah, I think
Right.
sometimes you just miss it.
Okay.
Miss it.